Actress Samira Wiley gained fans when she played the beloved character Poussey Washington in the hit series Orange is the New Black. Well, she's found more success in her role as Moira in The Handmaid's Tale. Yesterday, it was renewed, go you guys, for a third season.
Some good news for the show and its viewers. The drama series is based on the best-selling novel by Margaret Atwood about a dystopian future when a ruling fundamentalist regime treats women as property of the state. Season 2 follows Moira as she establishes a new life after escaping to Canada. In the newest episode, she helps another refugee get help and adjust to his new life.
I was in the Army, logistics and rapid deployment. After everything, they just turned us all into guardians. A week later, my unit is hanging bodies on the wall. Gender traitors. One of them was a guy I dated in college.
There are trauma counselors here now. Third floor, right out of the elevator.
Samira Wiley is with us now. Good morning. Welcome to the show. So many fans and such an arc for your character in this new season. Newfound freedom in Canada. How is that affecting Moira this season?
Gosh, Moira, after having escaped Gilead, there's all these horrible things that she's escaped. And on the surface, it looks so wonderful. She's gotten access to health care. She's gotten money, things that women aren't even allowed to possess. But there's also the other side of it, which is that she is a refugee in a new country where she's never been before, and she's very lonely and is going through a lot of depression and PTSD from being in that horrible, horrible place. So we see her struggling with that. We see her on both sides of the line.
You know, it was so dark, Samira, last season, and they tell me that season 2 is even darker. And I think it boils down to how much can a woman take before she breaks?
Yes, that is a real question, and we see these women in this story, Moira, also Offred, we see them being broken down over and over and over again, but one thing we do see is them getting back up.
You almost
Samira,
didn't take it.
How do you prepare for a character like that who's gone through so much trauma?
It's for me, portraying this character a lot has to do with my connection with Lizzie. She is such an amazing
Elisabeth
actress.
Moss.
Yes, sorry,
Yeah.
Elisabeth Moss.
Yeah.
I think I really find and have found my character through our relationship.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's how I started the character. I think just through relationship. Yeah.
But you almost didn't take the role.
I did.
Because you were worried about being typecast. How?
I pride myself for being a member of the LGBT community, and have brought Poussey to life for so many years. And I didn't want to get typecast as a gay actress. I wanted to be an actress.
And your wife said, stop it.
Yes.
Stop it. Do it.
And so smartly, because, you know, Poussey and Moira are two wholly different characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not the same thing at all. And I love that, being able to show two completely three-dimensional
How did
characters.
she convince you? What did she say?
I had no idea, but she's like a huge fan of Margaret Atwood. And Handmaid's Tale was one of her favorite books, so she basically was just like, you need to take this one.
And what part of the current times that we live in, you mentioned refugee, you talk about Canada, what part of the current times we live in do you bring to obviously what is a fictional show and fictional character?
Yeah, honestly, it's really everywhere in the show. The parallels between even just what the scripts make you feel. I think for me specifically for the storyline of Moira this season, it's the refugee story, and trying to, you know, the show talked a lot with the UN, trying to make that experience authentic. So yeah.
Well, I can tell you this. I reached out to Lizzie, also known as Elisabeth Moss.
Yes.
I told her you were going to be on today, and this is what she said. Samira's episode just went up, and she has some amazing things this year. Oh, man, one of her scenes later on, I burst into tears when I watched it. It's been such an inspiration to watch her this year, give it everything she has every time, and you can quote me. That's what she said about you.
She's amazing. That is so sweet.
But what does this role mean to you? And when you compare it to Poussey in this one, I know it's two totally different characters, but what does it mean to you?
So to be able to see the reach that this show has, and to be able to understand the platform that we've been given, we suddenly have an audience, people who are listening to us. And I am.
Does that change things for you?
It's an incredible amount of responsibility, and it feels like I need to just go ahead and step up to the plate. You know what I mean? But it's who knew how far-reaching this show would be?
Well, you have stepped up to the plate and hit a home run. I tell everybody it's the best show on TV.
She does.
Everybody. The way it's written,
Wiley.
the acting, it's amazing.
Samira Wiley, thanks so much for being with us.
You.
Season 2 of The Handmaid's Tale is streaming now on Hulu.